Hi, this is the Greaseman, and welcome to my album. I hope you like it. I played it for a friend of mine. I said, you listen to it and tell me honestly what you think. And I rolled the tape. When I came back into the room, there he was, wailing away. I said, no, you misunderstood me. I told you were going to listen to offbeat humor. Huh? Anyway, you'll probably listen to this thing and you wonder, Grease, you do need a checkup from the neck up. I mean, what's wrong with you? I mean, how could you be so totally nuts? The guy's nuts. Grab him, huh? Well, I think it's all because of my daddy. I remember one time I made a mistake of bringing Daddy to the radio station with me. And it was right about the time that the condom craze hit. You know, it used to be you couldn't do nothing about it. Now not only people talking about condoms, they're suggesting they're used to bringing them to the schools and they're advertising them on the radio and the TV. And we had to come up with this condom commercial that was tastefully done to show you that the safety of using one of them things, not only for birth control, but to prevent contagious disease, is an important thing that should be on everybody's mind. So I brought Daddy in there, and he's sitting there smoking a mentholated Temporello, looking at all of us in our three-piece suit saying, I think we should say, a condom. Use with ease and meant to please. Today's society, a condom. And Daddy said, hey, you know what? Y'all ain't got no snap in your slogans. I said, Dad, please, this is a very important meeting of the sales department. We're trying to come up with a commercial. He said, well, I could come up with a commercial for y'all. I mean, condoms the easiest things in the world. How about something like this? Before you attack her, wrap your whacker. I said, my God, Father. He said, how about cover your stump before you hump? I said, Daddy. He said, boy, I could go on all day. Y'all in the advertising business, you don't know nothing. How about this? I can do it with my eyes closed. Don't be silly. Protect your willy. When in doubt, shroud your spout. If you're not going to sack it, go home and whack it. I said, Daddy, you can't talk like that. He said, son, I can and I will. He said, give me that microphone. Let me get on the radio. I'll tell you. How about this for a slogan? If you think she's spunky, cover your monkey. If you slip between those thighs, be sure to condomize. I said, Daddy, I am so humiliated. Well, everybody is horrified at work. Their faces were trained to color. They're looking at me to say, why did you bring this man in here? Daddy, I said, come on, Daddy. And I put an arm lock on him that I learned when I was with the police. And I'm leading him out of the room. And Daddy's going, if you go with the heat, package the meat. Especially in December, gift wrap your member. Don't be a fool. Vulcanize your tools. I said, Daddy, come on. And I got him in a come-along hold, and I'm running him through the radio station, and he's still shouting over us. He said, y'all don't know anything about it. Wrap your foil before checking the royal. A crank with armor will never harm her. Before you bang her, wrap your wanger. I said, Daddy, will you shut up? And I'm stuffing paper in his mouth and everything. He said, in case you pork her, before you dork her. He said, when you take off your pants and her blouse, suit up that trouser mouth. I said, Daddy, I said, you're out of here. You're out of here. Well, we both went flying through the window. And he got a bad cut in his carotid artery, and blood started pumping. Pandemonium broke out. And normally you put a tourniquet around somebody when they got an artery like that, but what do you do, put a tourniquet around his neck? Although I was tempted. He passed out from loss of blood, and we had to call an ambulance. I mean, it was unbelievable. And, you know, we're riding along in the ambulance. I'm headed to the hospital, and Daddy gets up on one elbow, and I'm thinking, oh, God, he's going to say, tell Mama I love her. Goodbye, son. He just went, son, don't be a loner. Cover that boner. I said, shut up, Daddy. Just shut up and lie there.
It's the Best of Greaseman, Volume 1 from DC 101.
Look out now! Hip, hip, hip! I love a massive in the morning, right there before the day begins. I'll start a farting, I know that it's certain, so get me to the perch on time. I love a massive in the morning before dingleberries start to cling. The wind will be a-breaking, the stall will be a-shaking, so get me to the perch on time. I'll grab the sports page, a bowl of fruit. I'll dab the Bombays, then it's time to scoot. I love a massive in the morning. Forewarn the staff I'm on my way. I must talk faster, we'll redo the plaster, so get me to the perch, get me to the perch. Please, please get me to the perch on time. Left, left, right, left, diddy, yep, right, left. Move it out, to the what, oh, this is sweet. I love a massive in the morning. Dingleberries start to ring. I love the power of a shower, so get me to the perch on time. I love a massive in the morning. It brings out the best in every man. Before I start shrieking, the can will be reeking. Just get me to the perch on time. If I've had tacos, I'll use the fan. If I've had chili, I'll linger on the can. I love a massive in the morning. Make sure there's Charmin on the roll. I'll start a reeling, but oh, what a feeling. So get me to the perch, get me to the perch. Please, please get me to the perch on time.
It's Washington's best jock, the Greaseman, from DC 101.
South of the border! Vamos, muchachos. Venga conmigo a la tierra de la muerte. Going to the land of the dead. It was there that we got intercepted in the customs line. You see, they will periodically pull a couple of tourists out and strip search them. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. They just do it every now and then just to keep you on your toes. And what you know, Estelle and I are going through the line, and the guy said, Senor Gringo, you the hombre de decir soccer. You come with me. I mean, come with you, I said. What are you talking? You mean we've been selected for like a random custom search? We'll be taken into a room, strip searched, humiliated, bent over, asked to spread them? He said, bingo, Gringo. I said, we're crying out loud, Estelle. But she was already being led off to another room. I want to tell you what. When you're standing in there buck-naked, doodads in the breeze, it's a humiliating experience. But not quite as humiliating as it was for Estelle. I mean, they had her in there, and they said, jump and Jiminy Pedro, get me a gas mask, please, so I can better complete the examination of this unsavory gringa. And so they checked through her clothing. I mean, it was complete search. They checked the hem in her dress to make sure there was no contraband there. And then finally, the culmination of any strip search, he said, Senora, I have to ask you, please, to bend over and spread them. That's just when I walked through the door to see how Estelle was doing. And one of them had a little flashlight, and he was peeking in the gluteal cleft, and he said, aha! Pedro, fill out the papers. This woman is smuggling raisins. I said, hey, wait a second. Hey, them ain't raisins, them's dingleberries.
And here comes more of the Best of Grease, Volume 1, from DC 101.
I lived another life. Another life long, long time ago as the Emperor Tucas Facias. And together with my bride, Sleaze Patias, we led an idyllic lifestyle. You see, I was emperor of all that I surveyed. And as the Emperor Tucas Facias, my subjects would treat me with tremendous respect. My right-hand man, Snottercles, was always ready to do my bidding. In case of attack, Sperticles, my centurion, always brandishing a sword and shield, was ready. Orgasmocles would occasionally amuse me with his wit. And Impotentius, the bookkeeper for the place, kept everything in tip-top shape. When I was sitting talking to Pubicles one day, when Sleazebagius came in, wearing brand new robes that she'd purchased in town at the marketplace, she said, "Will you be coming to our chambers and enjoying me tonight?" She smiled demurely. I said, "I'll be honest with you there, Sleazebagius. I'm going to be seeing the wenches tonight." Tears welled in her eyes. She said, "The wenches? How could you go see the wenches? Why don't you come home to your wife? Numbnutsy spends all his time with his wife." I said, "Hey, that's him, huh? I am me. I am the emperor. The emperor." She said, "Why can't we be like other couples? Why can't we be like Pomponius and his wife, Syphiliticus? They spend all their time..." I said, look, don't tell me about other couples, huh? I like a little change of pace. The wenches, the wenches." She said, "What have they got that I haven't got? You know something? I think that you're deceiving yourself. When you face it, I am the same as any other woman. There is no difference between me other than a few pounds between me or any of the wenches. I mean, I defy you to tell me apart from Estrogenia. I defy you to tell me apart from Puntangus. I mean, suppose you were blindfolded there, and there were a parade of wenches perched on your proboscis. Could you tell the difference?" I said, "I most certainly could, Sleazebagius." She said, "I shall put you to the test." I said, all right. "Forskinius, blindfold me." He said, "Yes, your flatulence, I will." And so, Forskinius blindfolded me. I said, all right, I'll put you to the test. Sperticles, bring in the wenches! And so, he went down to the baths where the wenches stayed and frolicked all day long. Circumcisius led them up. One at a time. I was blindfolded. Crotchrodius came up to me and said, "Sire, are you sure you want to do this?" I said, "Don't worry, I can tell them apart. I've been down there with those wenches for years." I said, hear me, Hardonicus, you will alphabetize the women, but do not let me know who they are. I will lie on the cold marble floor. You will direct each wench to perch on my proboscis. I will then tell you who it is, to show my wife Sleazebagius that there is a difference that I can tell merely by savoring the ambience. Who it is. And so, I said, wench number one, set her down. That's Endometria. Everybody was really impressed. Scrotocles came running over and said, "Sire, that's amazing. That was Endometria." I said, "Shut up. Next wench. Set her upon my proboscis a little..." That's menstruation. Get her off me. 2 for 2, sire. 2 for 2. Bring on the next wench. All right, gently. Menopausius. And so they came. One by one, I identified them. Hybidius, Frigidica, Falloppia, Estrogina, Slatica, Horsebagius, Promiscutia. One by one, I identified them all. Sleazebagius was, needless to say, very depressed by my tremendously accurate batting average. So she decided to throw me a curve by perching on my proboscis herself. Instantly, I knew it was she. I identified her immediately. She said, "How did you know it was me?" I said, "Well, darling, something just told me that it was you, my love." Now get off me, please.
Washington's best judge, the Greaseman, from DC 101.
It's time to enlighten the
your lucky day, Mike. Easy, Mikey Irving, Sam. We're the guys that eat no ham. To life, l'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim to life. Sing it on, Hi, 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 hi. Hold the chair in the air. Look at Mike sitting in it, smiling. He's headed for the chuppah. But before you go, we got to light the goyim so you feel comfortable under the chuppah. Okay, Mike?
Okay.
Listen very carefully. Your expression's going to be the milchadich with the flechadich. You know what that is?
Tell me.
It's, there are some dietary regulations, Mike. And one of them is when you have a meal, you're not supposed to have milk with the fish. I mean, with the meat, right? No,
yeah, right.
No milk, no dairy, and no beef. So you can't mix the milchadich with the flechadich. You got that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so repeat after me. Milchadich with a fleshadich.
Milchadich with a fleshadich.
That's pretty good. One more time. Milchadich with a fleshadich.
Milchadich with a fleshadich.
Okay, next time you're out, you're having lunch, you're eating away, and your buddy comes in and says, waitress, I'd like a cheeseburger along with a milkshake. You say, wait a minute, you can't have that. You're not supposed to mix the...
Milchadich with a fleshadich.
Oh, my God, Greaseman for an Feel free to doffin it, Will.
It's the Best of Greaseman cassette, Volume 1. From DC 101.
I grabbed some caviar. I buried it real far, you won't believe it. How I retrieved it while singing hobble do hobble doogie. But there's more. Hobble. Her heart did flutter, hobble. As I grabbed the peanut butter, I smeared that Skippy right on her bippy while singing hobble do hobble do ha. Hobble. Now I had it made, hobble. I grabbed the marmalade, that thing was sloshy and fun to nosh while singing hobble do hobble doogie. Hobble. There's one more thing I want to bring, she said, hobble. There's no more room in that thing. I said, get mellow. There's always room for jello. While singing hobble do hobble doogie. And so I grabbed my putty knife. And I took a little bit of caviar and puttied it up. A little dollop of Skippy, extra crunchy I might add. And then I buried that putty knife into the marmalade jar, finishing it off with a quivering mound of jello. I was face to face with a sightly seafood snack. Hobble. When you do it with food, it's just so fine. Hobble. You get your kicks and vitamins at the same time for real adventure. Remove your dentures. Enjoy that hobble, do hobble, do here. Hobble. So every gal and gent, hobble. Don't be afraid to experiment. The Bombays are dandy for holding candy while singing hobble, do hobble, do ha.
Here comes more from the Best of Greaseman collection, Volume 1. From DC 101.
Yeah, back in 1988, he was on the radio on DC 101, and he was talking about what would happen if he got a knock on the head. Listen to what would happen to him. Yeah. And Thumper will be horrified as he envisions dear old bulky dad standing there in a tutu, singing, It had to be you. It had to be you. No other guy can make me so high. It had to be you. Oh, how I feel when you make me squeal. When we make love, neath stars above, it's just unreal. It just had to be you. For a girl. Oh, it's so nice when you get a slice. It had to be you. You gave gave me a kiss, and quick as a wink, you were venturing where it stinks. It had to be you, had to be you, it had to be you. Well, I tell you what. I think we ought to play a game because I'm getting very bored just sitting around the house. Yeah, that's the thing. All we do is sit around the house. Sly, what about you?
Yeah, ever since Bridget, she left me, I'm bored.
You see, Clinton?
Shut up, punk. Shut up, Sly. Leave me alone.
You always want to be left alone. I think we ought to play Spin the Bottle. What about you, Arnold? Would you like to play with us? I know that you and Maria are having your problems after the election. She was a little upset, what with you voting Republican, and she comes from all those left-wing leaning stinking pinkos. What do you say, spin the bottle? Would you like to, or we don't have to spin the bottle as long as we smooch. We can spin something else. What would you like to spin, Arnold?
The 45 long slide with laser sighting.
Arnold, I don't think we ought to spin a gun. If we spin a 45 long side with laser slide, let's spin something else.
The Uzi 9mm.
Arnold, will you stop with the guns? We don't want to play spin the gun. We want to play spin the bottle.
Yeah, because, I would like to play, because it's been a long time, since I kissed anybody.
Well, you can kiss this, punk.
Hey, I'll take your head off,
Boys, let's not fight, okay? Arnold, maybe you could break this up. You're the biggest one of the bunch here. Tell you what, we'll play spin the bottle, but if the bottle points to you and you got to kiss somebody, who's it going to be? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be Clinton? Or is it going to be Sly?
Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor's not here. What is this fascination you have with Sarah Connor? She's not going to play spin the bottle. No girls allowed. It's just the guys.
I'm a friend of Sarah Connor.
I don't care if you're a friend of King Tut. Now I want a kiss. Sick of this Sarah Connor slick. Who is she anyway?
I was told that she's here.
You can't see Sarah Connor. All right then. Crying out loud. Where you going? You taking a massive?
I'll be back.
All right. Well, you see that you are. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. I'll spin the bottle the first time. Okay. I'll spin for you, Clinton. Okay, here it goes. Uh-oh, it's pointing at Sly.
I ain't kissing him, punk.
The bottle is pointed at me, which means you gotta kiss me.
No way. Dog meat.
Well, maybe you'd like to take a shower or something. Rub your back. Be nice. Feel real good.
I ain't taking a shower with you.
All we get is fighting around here. Did you ever notice that? All we ever get is fighting. And I'm sick of it. I'm just so sick of it. Arnold, what's that you got there?
The 12-gauge autoloader.
That's it. I'm leaving. I'm packing my bags. Arnold, you can sit here with your guns. And Sly, you can sit there with your broken romances. And Clinton, you can sit there being surly. That's it. I'm leaving.
Who you calling, punk?
Calling my attorney. Done nothing but clean this house and cook for you guys, and I can't even get one lousy kiss. Well, that's it. Well, I'm not leaving easy, though. I am not leaving easy. Let me tell you something. Hello? Put me through to Marvin Mitchelson, please. Yeah, who's going to love this? He's got 3 celebrities, and I am going to sue you for every cent. Have you ever heard one word, Clinton? It's called palimony. God, Arnold, what's that you're putting up the Bombay?
The 45 long slide with laser sighting.
It feels bad. I can handle the long slides, but the later slide doesn't fit.
It's Washington's favorite jock, the Greaseman.
Oh, God.
On DC 101.
So I get through the supermarket line real fast. Sometimes I just stand there going, When the memories flood over me, you can see me in the supermarket now, squeezing my bread. Everybody backs out of my way. Sometimes there'll be 10, 12 people in front of me, but when they see me squeezing my loaf of Wonder Bread till it disintegrates in my hand. I hear them murmuring. I hear what they're saying. I say, hey, look, that's Grease. DC 101. Yeah, he must be having a flashback. He must be thinking about Viet. He must be thinking about the days when the name on his uniform said Greaseman, but everybody knew him as Sergeant Fury. Flying Tree, 1967. You know what's my favorite thing? Oh, sure, I like going into villages. I like going into villages that search and destroys, kicking open the doors of those hoochies and... cut them down! Blowing the pictures off the shelves! I like that. That was nice. But what I like better is setting up an ambush. Yeah, we'd send out a team. 2 guys, no ammo. They'd whisper into walkie-talkies. Troop movements. We'd get up on a ridge. Set up the 60 calibers. And I'd push the guys out of the way because I like to be behind that bad boy. And I'd wait until we heard him coming. We'd see him, just little dots in the distance. But then they'd get closer and closer. Closer! That's when I'd wait. I'd wait 10 hot. I'd tell all the guys to keep down until they higher, until they see me fire the first burst. And when they were almost right on top of us, that's when I just open up! Yeah! Open up! Cutting a deadly swath! Yeah, and then we'd go mop up. Yeah, we'd step through the dead and wounded and just finish off the squirmers before we dragged them and bagged them. We found one guy that was playing dead. Wojnowski went to blow him away. I said, wait a minute! Wait a minute. Tie him up. I want to talk to this guy. Bring him into my tent. Bring him into my tent. Yeah. Fortunately, I spoke fluent Vietnamese. I looked at him, I said, he just spat on the ground. I said, oh, that's the way you want to play it. Oh, well. All day long to do this. Yeah, that was it, huh? Now I'm asking you again. Yeah, I said, you men, dig foxholes. This may take a while. I rolled up my sleeves. Even the most hardened of my men cowered in their foxholes that night when they heard me yelling, I'll break your will! About 6 hours into it, Fibish whipped open the tent flap. I was soaked in sweat. The VC slumped over in his chair, head bowed. He said, Sarge, I don't mean to criticize you, but some of the men are having trouble sleeping, and we all took a vote, and they elected me to come on in here and ask you how much longer you think this is going to take. I said, I don't know. Could be a real long time. He said, well, did you find out any information about troop movements and where they've hidden their cache of ammunition and food? I said, troop movements? Hell, I can't even get this guy to give me the Kung Pao chicken recipe here.
Don't look now, but side 1 is over. Stand by for more shrieking and reeking on side 2 of the Best of Greaseman cassette, Volume 1 from DC 101.
Well, hey, thanks for lingering longer for side 2 of this wacky fun fest. Yeah, I think we ought to, let me see. Let's start this one off with a little trip. What do you say we head to West Virginia? What do we say when we're in West Virginia? I'm a West Virginia guy, a West Virginia boy. West Virginia is my pride and joy. West Virginia's good enough for me. And I said, I'm a West Virginia guy with a twinkle in my eye. West Virginia's good enough for me. West Virginia's good enough for me. Well, there was this woman living in West Virginia by the name of Mary. And she marries a guy named Larry. And they they have 6 kids. And then a couple of years later, Larry died. So Mary remarried a guy named Harry. And Mary and Harry end up having 6 kids. And wouldn't you know, 5 years later, Harry dies. So Mary marries a guy named Jeff. And they have 5 kids. Wouldn't you know, a couple years later, Mary dies. And so Jeff is off to the funeral. And he's a-crying and sad. And his best friend is trying to console him. And he says, well, Jeff, you know, at least now they'll be together. And Jeff says, who? Mary and Larry or Mary and Harry? The friend says, no, her legs.
It's Washington's best jock, the Greaseman, mornings on DC 101.
Give me room! Yeah, buddy! Yeah, yesterday was stuffed squid day at the Grease Palace, but let me tell you something. While I ain't no gourmet cook, I haven't known to make some powerful food. I slice some onions for my chili, and then I add some pepper willy-nilly, a little bit of butter for a nice brown glaze. I add some kaopectate for the old Bombays. The last ingredient I'll add today, well, let me stand on a chair here and wail away. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Well, I'll cook it up for an hour or two. I'll spend that time in hop on the go. Man, oh man, you ought to see me drool as I wait for my chili to cool. If you really want to savor it, I'll show you how. As you're tasting it, you might want to drop trowel. Because it'll be so good, you'll be tempted to wail away. And when a man is tempted to wail away, he don't want to be fumbling with buckles and buttons and the like. So you might want to eat that thing trowel drop. For convenience, no fuss, no muss, connoisseur. One thing while you eat to keep in mind, this chili's kind of hard on your big behind, especially if you eat it with a strong cup of Java. From the Bombays, they'll soon come lava. So if you've got a tendency to be a wind-breaking man, you might want to eat the chili sitting on a can. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Well, clean your tuchus with a bar of soap, because soon you're going to need a proctoscope. Because once that chili really gets rolling, you'll have to retread your lower colon. The stench might just knock you right to the floor. So take your massive with your head out the door. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Everybody sing it, dang it. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Yeah, yeah. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Oh, baby, I'm a redneck. Can't help it, I'm a redneck. Yo!
It's the Greaseman from DC 101.
That seemed like whenever I'd sit down to a meal, the phone would ring with some calamity or somebody having some kind of conniptions. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, yeah. I used to be a doctor. Every day I'd walk into the operating room and scream, "These hands have been touched by God!" I remember one thing I never did, and that was identify myself as a doctor when I didn't have to. For example, some guys, even on their credit cards, it'll say, you know, like Joe Blasnalis, MD. I never put that MD on my credit card because it always leads to trouble. One time, Estelle and I were flying off to vacation, and this elderly woman got up and grabbed her chest in the middle of the aisle in the airplane and went, and then bam, hit the floor. And the stewardess got on the loudspeaker and said, "Attention, ladies and gentlemen,
Is there a doctor on the aircraft? If so, would he please stand up and identify himself? And Estelle nudged me in the way. She said, well, aren't you going to identify yourself? I said, no way. Estelle said, well, that woman looked like she's having a heart attack. I said, my heart goes out to her. But I identify myself as a doctor. I'll have to treat her. I'll have to get up there with her. I'll be responsible to her. Looks like she's about ready for a slab anyway. And on top of that, I might have to give her mouth-to-mouth. God, give me strength. And then when the plane lands, I'll have to go in the ambulance with her to the hospital and tell whatever doctor there what I've done so far. And then her family doctor's going to come and want to come to me and it just goes on and on. And then if she dies, her next of kin will come after me. I mean, Estelle, we're here on vacation. She said, I can't believe you'd let a human being lie there in the air like that. I said, Estelle, am I getting through your skull? Do you realize the responsibility and the involvement? If I identify myself as a doctor, the vacation will be shot. Spend the whole day today when we should be checking in at the hotel and registering for the bingo tournament. She said, you make me sick. You appall me. I looked down the aisle and I said, what the hell? All right. Let me through, Dr. Nino Greaseman, Let me through. And sure enough, my worst case scenario was not realized. Turned out she was just having an anxiety attack, but everybody cheered. They said, the doctor has saved the old geisha! I walked back to my seat and sat down, and Estelle said, well, at last you finally decided to help your fellow man and do the decent thing. I said, no, Estelle, that's not it at all. I looked down the aisle and noticed she was blocking the cocktail cart. I had to get her out of there somehow.
It's the Best of Greaseman, Volume 1, from DC 101.
Get you a slice of Now I'd love to have a rancid bowl of steak and tuna fish. Oh, a big old stinking bowl of fish would be so darn delicious. Would you like some tuna fish? You can have some if you wish. Not a bagel or a knish. I am talking tuna fish. Now a big old bowl of tuna fish is so delicious. Would you fish? Would you fish? Or would you tuna fish? Or would you fish? Would you fish? Or would you tuna fish with me? Eat some fish, eat some stinking tuna fish. Tuna fish always makes me shout with glee. There you are. Take a little pinch between your cheek and gum and it'll feel real satisfying. And yeah, let it fester. And soon you'll be singing tuna fish. I love to eat that tuna fish. When I'm eating tuna fish, I feel the whole world's delicious, cause tuna fish is my favorite stinking dish. How I'd love to have a dish of that rancid, nasty fish. I love tuna. Would you like some tuna fish? You love tuna. Tuna fish is so delicious. They love tuna. Everybody tuna fish. Tuna. It's my favorite dish. It's stinking fish. It's nasty fish. It's fetid fish. It's also foul. It's also tuna fish. Tuna fish. Tuna fish, stinking nasty tuna fish. Yeah, now look at me. I'm on top of the world. I am effervescent.
It's the Greaseman, from DC 101.
Well, I don't sleep long. I sleep in shifts. I sleep in the daytime, and then I sleep in the nighttime. And sleeping in the daytime is a drag sometimes because people are noisy in the daytime. I try to sleep about 2 o'clock in the afternoon till about 6 and rest up. And people are always outside, cutting grass, running lawnmowers. Geez, it was worse in Florida. Down there, everybody was big with those model airplanes, those kind with the remote control. And there I am trying to sleep, and all afternoon I'm hearing... as these people are doing loop-de-loops with their figure aeroplanes, and it started to bug me. It really started to bug me. It started to make me mad. I talked to them about it one time, but they said, hey, what are we supposed to do? Do it at your convenience or at our convenience? We're not disturbing the peace. It's too... I said, all right. And I got my 4-wheel drive, and I left. And I called a buddy of mine, and I got my own plane made up. With a .22 caliber gun mounted on it. I painted it black. And I put foreboding-looking red crosses on the wings. And I know it was illegal, but I had a super powerful radio transmitter to control this plane. And I waited until those maggots got out in the field. These guys love their planes. They live for their planes. You ever seen one of those clubs? Those people have those remote control planes. They spend thousands of dollars on those planes. They're expensive. And they're always real careful with them. They land them like real planes. Oh, they're just so wonderful. So I took my plane out. And I got in the woods with it. And I took out my binoculars and I watched. I watched until all their planes were airborne. And then I launched my plane. My special plane. Sure enough, I flew it to where their planes were. I got my plane in position right behind one of theirs, and I opened fire. Direct hit. The plane spiraled. A little plume of black smoke came out of the gas tank, and then... They were flabbergasted. They started looking all around. They wondered, where's this plane coming from and who's controlling it? But they couldn't see me because I was in the woods with my extra powerful radio transmitter. These maggots. $2,000 worth of aeroplane lying on the ground. The guy ran over to his plane. He was whimpering, "Oh, God! Who did this? Who did this?" The other guys were trying frantically to land their planes and get out of there, but it was too late because my plane was too big, too fast, and too deadly. After a while, I really got to enjoy it. I got to enjoy the destruction. I was sitting there in the woods with spittle coming out of my lips as I tracked down those planes. The last plane was landing. I couldn't turn around fast enough. The guy picked it up, threw it in the trunk of his car, and he took off. But by this time, I wasn't stopping at just the planes. I wanted butt. I wanted a piece of their butt. And as he drove away, I moved in with my black ace. Another direct hit on the gas tank. I hit the button for the plane to return, and it wouldn't come back. It just kept flying around. I hit the button for the plane. It still kept going, and then slowly it turned of its own volition. I hit the button for it to decrease altitude, and it increased altitude. And then it started coming straight for me. I hit the stop. I hit the auto-destruct. Nothing. The controls were dead in my hand. It was then that I realized that I could no longer control the plane. It swooped in low and made a diving run at me! Fortunately, I dove into some bushes and I didn't get hit. It was then that I realized the plane had a mind of its own! It was a plane of death! Completely out of control! I looked around. The air seemed cold. I could see my breath. I started to run, but the plane wouldn't turn me loose. Oh, no! The plane was right behind me. No! No! Damien! I found where I parked my van, and I climbed inside that thing. I took off, watching the rearview mirror frantically. I didn't see the plane. Maybe I'd lost it. Maybe somehow I'd lost the plane. Maybe somehow I'd gotten away from it. But then I saw it. It appeared behind me. I could see in the hot heat from the highway the plane coming closer and closer. I tried to duck down as the plane made a low pass over my van. It shot out the back window. I strove for control. I had to get near some people. I had to get in public. I had to get away. When all of a sudden, I lost control of my car completely. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the sound effect, so I couldn't make the noise of the car crash. He was a disc jockey Borhog in a long story with no way out. But somehow, he had to get out because he's on the air, and he knows full well that somehow he's got to get back into music after telling a long story about blowing planes out of the sky. But how? What does he do? Does he have one final explosion where the plane self-destructs? Does he have Damien suddenly realize that he doesn't want to blow this man away because then it won't be any more Damien stories? Or does he simply hit some commercials and say the heck with it? What does he do? What does a boss jock do when he's trapped in a story with no way out? When he's trapped with a live microphone and a cart rack full of sound effects. Damien! Get me out of this story, Damien! Damien! I know what he does. He looks around frantically. He knows he's got sounds of everything in the book. He's a boss jock. He's quick on his feet. He decides, rather than get stuck, he'll take a trip south of the border. And maybe he can hide out in Mexico.
where people will forget about the story. The story he started and couldn't finish. The story without a punchline. But no, that'll never do. Because people won't have it. People won't have it. They demand an end. They demand a punchline. And that was our man's dilemma. How to get out. When he's already started slinging lead, he's gotten into Damien, and now he's south of the border. I don't know. Maybe he calls on help from a buddy of his. Maybe he calls on the man whose chain smokes Chesterfields and wears cheap suits. Maybe he calls on the man... Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. Hey, look, all right. Hey, come on. I'm a human being, you know?
Just horsing around with the best of Greaseman, Volume 1 from DC 101.
Yeah. That was back in the days when Estelle and I lost the most valuable thing in the whole world, more than diamonds or gold. Estelle and I lost love. But yet somehow we didn't want to let it all go, and we thought if we added a little spice to our relationship, we might be able to save it. We'd read about it in Cosmopolitan. We'd heard about it in hushed tones in barrooms. And we finally decided to try it. We'd opted to swap. We'd heard the neighbors were into that kind of thing, and it was with a bit of trepidation that I called him up. I said, Herb, I think we're ready. He said, great. Oh, I'll tell the wife. We'll be right over. Sure enough, I put on a good pair of Hagers and hung my seal suckle in the closet, and Herb and his wife came over, and we sat there nervously having drinks, and well, we choked down a couple of scotch and sodas, and finally Herb said, well, I guess we all know what we're here for. We're here to trade partners for almost together. I said, all right, God. And I said, good luck, Estelle. She said, good luck, darling. I said, I hope you have fun. And I hope you think about me. She said, don't worry. I hope you'll think about me. I said, I will. And so, sure enough, we paired off and went into separate rooms of the house. Yes, I was scared. It was a very fragile thing, our relationship, and to try something like that, something that could shatter it completely, was a heavy-duty thing. But I went through with it. I was an active participant. I tried everything there was to try. But somehow I just couldn't stop thinking. Finally, when it was over and I was smoking a Camel, I glanced up and I said, geez, I can't help but wonder how the girls are doing.
Watch out, it's the best of Greaseman from DC 101.
Just ease that baby out of the slip. That's it. Work the transmissions with finesse. That's the way. That's it. All right. Head around into the open sea. Let everybody at the dock hear the sound of glory. The good ship Grease. I've decided that it's going to be a part of my retirement. See, when I finally give up the shrieking and reeking, when I've finally amassed that ample estate that'll allow me to live a life of leisure, I've decided that I'm not going to completely retire because, I mean, let's face it, how much golf can you play? How much canasta? I don't want my brain to rot, so I think I'm going to become a waterman. Work out on the bay every day. Good, clean work. God's work. But, you know, most watermen are out there in a 28-foot boat with an outboard. I'll be out on the good ship Grease. I'll be the only yachtsman that's a waterman. 57 feet of sleek fiberglass. Captain Martinez will be working the rake, yanking the oysters out. Young Steve will be going through them, taking only the plump ones and throwing the old ones away. Benson will be throwing traps over the side. My honey will be cooking up 9-course meals in the galley as I sit there overseeing the procedure.
in my blue blazer, ascot, captain's hat tilted at a jaunty angle with a vodka gimlet. My traps will stand out on the bay. You'll know you're passing through Greaseman's area. When you see my traps, they'll have little lights on them that blink on and off and play a gentle samba beat. In case it's foggy, I can always find my trap.
It'll be sweet. That way I can keep my hand active and something. I can have a little business on the side. Of course, the tally sheet won't look too good at the end of the year. Total cost of equipment, $10,000. Bait, $350. Salaries of young Steve, Captain Martinez and Benson, $100,000. Total profit, $2,362. But oh, those are some good oysters. I mean, they're sweet.
The Greaseman Best of Collection, Volume 1, from DC 101.
All right, now let me see here. Let's get some quiet music on, because the baby's probably nervous. Music to herald the birth of another glorious American. Hello? Hello in there. Can I talk to the little baby?
Hello! This is the little baby.
Oh, how cute. You know you're going to come out into the world any second now.
Yeah, I know. I can feel myself starting to slip away. I'm going to come out like Tarzan. I'll just grab the umbilical cord and go, ah!
Oh, it's a baby with a sense of humor. How exciting. I can just see you swinging across the operating room.
The doctor better not try to spank my hiney, or I'll give him a good kick in the gazettes.
Now, that's no way to talk, honey. If the doctor tries to slap your hiney just to get you to breathe, but obviously you're breathing very nicely. What's it like in there?
Well, it's not easy when you're the second born, because the kid that was in here wrote graffiti all over the walls.
Graffiti?
Yeah, it says like Chico 142, and there's another sign scrawled up here that says beware of the one-eyed viper.
My God, that's getting pretty nasty in there, huh?
Yeah, well, she's getting used to it. Obviously, there's more room in here than the last kid had. If she has any more, we'll be able to have twins in here real easy. Not so good for Pop.
Yeah, I understand. But anyway, that's their business. Your business is you have a whole new life ahead of you. You're going to come out and you're going to learn about life and love and dreams and schemes. And I'm so excited for you. Anytime now.
Yeah, look, I can stick my foot out already. See? See my little tootsie? See how cute it is? See my little tootsie?
Oh, yeah. Woody. Woody.
Oh, the walls are starting to shake. I think it's time.
Okay, well, I'll let you go. You better get in the car there, and don't you come out until they're ready. It's unsavory on the silver slip covers, you know.
Okay, I'll wait. Bye.
Bye. Good luck to you. Take care.
I will. Kind of ironic, actually. Makes me kind of muse here on the moment of my birth.
What are you musing about on the moment of your birth?
Well, here I am, all excited about getting out of here. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to get back in.
It's the Greaseman from DC 101.
Time to wonder what it must be like to strap on a gun and a man and become a lover. Well, you're sitting there digesting your Bavarian cream donuts, but all of a sudden this jacked up Firebird red 1971 Firebird goes roaring by. You think to yourself, damn, fire up the engine there. You are in pursuit. You can't believe it, but that Firebird is hitting the gas. The maggot's running from you. Look at him go. So you hit the gas. I mean, you both going as fast as you can. You're on the blower. HQ, this is 3809. I am in pursuit. I need a roadblock on US 90. Roadblock on US 90. 1971 Firebird. trying to shoot with the left, but the road is too windy. Every time you turn around, there's another turn, another curve. That's all you can do to keep that bad boy on the road. Look at it! You're both going like bats out of hell. HQ comes back. Sorry, all vehicles are busy. Only one vehicle to assist. It's not enough for a roadblock. You say, put me through to the other vehicle. You say, this is 3809. We need to stop that Firebird. Get station yourself on a curve of the road. Put some lungers down on the road and enjoy Rosie while you're at it. So sure enough, that other lawman, you know, he finds a curve of the road and he goes. Then he starts enjoying Rosie. Yada, yada, hurry up, we're getting closer. Yada, yada. Sure enough, that Firebird comes fishtailing around the corner and hits that mess. You arrive on the scene and step through the mess on tippy toes. He's hanging out the window of that Firebird. You give him his mandatory butt whipping. And you take him downtown and bug him. Well, that's the whole thing. Kind of sweet. What do you think, huh? All right, I've been sitting here for the whole length of the album. Let me stand up here. Oh, God, I got to pull the pants out of the crack of my behind. Ow! Anyway, thanks for your support. I'll be talking to you at DC 101. We'll be laughing, we'll be cutting up, we'll be shrieking, reeking, and having a ball. Till next time, AMF!